Hello, friends in America and possibly around the globe. I am popping in for an update to let you know how it's going with me and find out how it's going with you. I am really ready to participate in the upcoming Make America Healthy Again effort. I'm so happy about that particular slice of current events. And the only thing I actually have control over is Making Donna Healthy Again, which is an ongoing project of mine. So I wanted to pop in with a little update from me. It's been a few weeks. I was updating regularly, but life happens. So in any case, my struggles go up and down in my life, and I get weak-minded for periods of time and then strong-minded again. But I'm in a strong-minded spot right now and have been for a while, a few weeks, and I wanted to share the things that are currently working for me in case any of them work for you. I have to switch up my little toolkit a little bit from time to time because my brain outsmarts my attempts to trick it into making consistently healthier choices. But I wanted to share with you what's working for me right now. I am back in a weight loss mode. I was getting worried because, frankly, I hadn't really been fitting back into my autumn pants and jeans, and I'd been worried. It is hard for me to lose weight over the summer, although I did that successfully a few years ago, but I was like, oh my gosh. Well, I hit some kind of a stride, and so now I'm fitting back into most of my fall pants, and I'm very happy about that, and I think that trend is going to continue because I don't foresee anything interrupting it. I mean, knock wood, right? In any case. So here's some things that I'm doing. I, first of all, set up a calendar reminder on my phone to just pop up every couple of hours that just reminds me what kind of frame of mind I need to be in. Mine currently says weight loss mode right now. I might need to change that verbiage to something else coming up. Kind of like when you set your favorite song as your alarm song and then you hate that song. So we'll see if that works. But every couple hours, my phone reminds me the frame of mind to be in. Also, I set a reminder each morning for a prayer that says, create in me a clean heart, O God, which is a reminder that my choices are my own. I am to take personal responsibility for every kind of choice I make, especially regarding my health. And that involves a renewed commitment daily, and sometimes multiple times daily, to my spiritual goals and to my spiritual priorities. And so that is helpful. So that reminder for that specific prayer in the morning, and then the kind of weight loss mode or some other kind of reminder popping up on my phone, that has been helping. And then on a practical level, what I have been doing is eating, say, a lot of beef. I'm mostly eating beef. I'm having a little bit of dairy. Dairy is not causing me any issues right now, but it's because it is not currently triggering overconsumption. I just watched Steak and Butter Gal's video talking about her reintroduction of dairy to her diet, and it kind of resonated with me. Currently, dairy's not triggering overeating. Seriously, I have a couple bites of dairy and then I'm just done. But it helps kind of finish off a meal, a couple bites of cheese or a little bit of sour cream on some ground beef or, something like that. Anyway, it's helping me right now. It's not hindering me, and it just helps to kind of close off a meal a little bit. But mostly I'm having ground beef, tiny bit of dairy. Sometimes I drink mostly organic, locally roasted black coffee. In the afternoon, I might have some decaf with a splash of half and half, but I'm not overdoing any cream or anything. I feel better with the half and half than with the heavy whipping cream. I know the carb count's an issue that we talk about here in the carnivore community. I'm just trying to do what makes me feel good and what doesn't seem to trigger A, inflammation, and B, overeating. Or additional cravings that I have to fight through. So that's what's working for me so far. And then in terms of the meals themselves, I have plenty at a sitting. I try not to overeat. I really try to eat until, as Dr. Barry says, I'm comfortably stuffed. And then I wait as long as possible before my next meal. So I don't do forced or pre-decided fasting periods. And I don't say, oh, I'm on a 16/8 intermittent fasting or 24, whatever. I don't make that kind of a decision. I want to stay in this wonderful feeling of ketosis. Although I haven't checked my ketones, I feel like I'm in ketosis. You know that feeling like where you have energy and like you feel like you're skinny even when you're not. I've associated that with ketosis. So I'll eat until I'm satisfied, and then I want that feeling to come back in. And so I wait through the digestive process and my body starting to use the energy, and I will start to think about food, and I wait till I've been thinking about food like 3 or 4 times or until it's distracting and I really can't do anything else before I have my next meal. That seems to be really working great. And I'm not weighing myself right now, but I am back into some clothes that I couldn't fit into maybe even a month ago, 3 weeks ago, even something like that. So that seems to be working and I'm feeling very good. What else is happening? I am having some hot flashes. I had gone on estrogen for a few months and it was kind of a disaster. So I had to come off of it and I might just have to power through natural menopause. I don't know. I need to call my doctor back, although she's retiring. So we'll have to see. So that's what's working. And then the other thing that's working, if this little mind, I'm not having carb cravings right now, but I will have sometimes like a mental habit, like what if I just grab this little thing while I'm out or whatever. And so I'm using 2 words to snap me back out of that. And those 2 words are grow up. I know. I've complained on my channel before that why do I feel like a toddler sometimes? So I've just been telling myself to grow up. And you know what? It stops it right then and there on its tracks. So easy. Just grow up. Just grow up. You don't, obviously you don't need that, Donna. Grow up. Don't have a temper tantrum inside your mind in the store. Grow up. So that is what is currently working. Our minds locked into decades of habits and comforting trains of thought that we like to get into, ways we lie to ourselves, all of that. Those can be deeply dug in, but I know that people have overcome it. And when I was looking at the people that I admire who have really overcome this kind of thing, and it seems like they've overcome it long term, if not permanently, there's a sort of a gravity to them. And I don't mean like bummer or somber or serious. I mean, there's a peace and a steadiness to how they think about these things. There's not constant inner turmoil there. They seem to always be fighting through. They have grown up. They've grown up. And I like to see that. I see that in Kelly Hogan, for example. I have seen it recently in Cassie, which if she's watching, hi Cassie from Carnivore Quest. She has I'm sure she still, has these little battles and stuff, but there's like a new thing about her recently, a new piece. And it's really wonderful. So I hope that is something permanently or long-term ingrained in her. And that's really been inspiring to me. And then there's other people, that we follow where they've just reached a new level of mental peace. And so I want that, and I'm cultivating that in myself. And that is what is going on with me. So that's I feel like things are going well. Life is always hard. We have challenges. I had a big car repair and that bummed me out. And I had, I still have immediate heavy challenges in my life that can drag me down, but there's only certain things I can control. And I voted, and I can't control anybody else's vote, but I did, and I was happy to participate in that process, and I would have been at peace with my part in that process no matter the outcome. And I'm thankful that I live in a country where I can vote. I'm thankful. And I'm thankful to all of my fellow citizens of every stripe and every opinion that participate vigorously in this beautiful democracy. And I love it. When people disagree with me, I love the conversation. I don't like it when people are ugly. But I do like it when people talk. And so in any case, I'm looking forward to some of the real problems in this issue, in the health of our children, in our health, in the chemicals that people consume that they don't even know they're consuming, and that being brought to light. I'm Some things are probably just so outright toxic they ought to be outlawed. There are other things that I think we just need more education on, first of all, and people need to make their own choices. I tend to lean toward people having education available to them and information available to them so that they can be free to make their own choices. And I never want an agency to tell me I cannot eat sugar. I need to be able to tell myself that I should not eat sugar. And I need to be well informed about what sugar does to my body. That's my own personal opinion about it. So I hope that most of these efforts coming up are more along the lines of, first of all, stopping federal subsidies of crops that are indeed not good for the metabolic health of this country, and a realignment of how we support farmers, especially regenerative farming, which is so good for the environment and the soil and for us. Stop with these stupid food pyramids and my plates and blah, blah, blah in terms of the government nutritional recommendations. I think we need a completely new paradigm with how any recommendations that the government makes about what kind of food you put in your mouth and any kind of money they pay to anybody with regard to all of this, because that's just corrupt. So I'm looking forward with open eyes to see what happens with that effort. And that is my greatest hope, to be honest with you, about what's to come, because I think that will be good for everybody. And even people who disagree with me, I think that's where I have the most earthly hope right now and the most local hope in terms of my country. My eternal hope is somewhere else, and that will never go away no matter what. And anyway, if you agree with me, then I love you like a sister or a brother. And if you disagree with me, I still love you, and we can talk about it. So anyway, that was what is going on in my life. Please let me know, how was this a stressful season for you, like in the weeks leading up to this past Tuesday? How did you deal with that? Did you have any relationships that were damaged? I did. I lost a couple of friends, even though I really try to be so kind. I really try to be super kind, but there are people that just I didn't even really talk politics on my Facebook page, not much at all, but I mean, and anything I said was kind, but somebody misinterpreted a post I made about the holiday of Thanksgiving, and I've known him since the late 1980s, and he unfriended and blocked me because he thought I was posting about the events of Tuesday night, and I wasn't. So people are hyper reactive right now, and I have compassion for him, but that was his choice, not mine. And my post wasn't about him, wasn't about the election. It was about a holiday I celebrate every year. So people are just so reactive right now, and I hope everybody can just calm down. I really hope, I don't know that it's appropriate to gloat, at least publicly on social media, because that's not really bridge building either. You know, I don't know. I can't. Anyway, I want people to move forward with peace and confidence and joy and hope and all of that. But I can only control myself. I guess that's all. I'll stop talking. I've been talking for 13 minutes. Thank you for sticking with me. I will keep you guys updated. Hopefully I remain fitting into the fall pants, and that some of them even become a little bit loose. Wish me luck. Let me know how you're doing, what your plans are for the holidays. We're planning a completely carnivore Thanksgiving, and everybody in the family eats carnivore, and we're looking forward to it. So no cheats that will be tempting me for any of the holidays. So I'm excited about that. Bye guys. Love you.